Hi everyone, Rwanlink here. For those who don't know me, I'm a self-taught artist from France and started my YouTube channel 12 years ago. Being self-taught means that I don't have any official academic education. My work evolved around the creation of real-time animated short films and cinematics in Unreal Engine 4. In today's video, I wanted to talk and show you an overview of my process to make my Zelda animations. I will try to be as simple as possible, so if you've never been into filmmaking and animation, you can also understand. My goal with this video is to help you have a better understanding of the work that I do for each video on the channel. And if you stay until the end, you will have a little bonus where I will animate Ganondorf doing a powerful magical attack for my next project, Hyrule's Downfall Chapter 2. Without further ado, let me bring you in my world. The first thing that I need is a story, because without it, there is no project. A good story is also what is going to drive your film, so it's really important to take the time to imagine everything. I usually base my story around one idea that will be the main event or the theme in the video, and try to visualize what leads to that particular point, and also what is the result or consequences after that. For today's video, I will do something very simple. I was thinking of imagining a Link in our world, maybe in a classroom working like a student. This would be my idea. Once I have all my ideas and my story, it's time to write a script. Let's talk about the script. The script will help me put the ideas of my story into words. A good story is what is going to drive your film, so it's really important to take the time to imagine everything. If everything looks good and sounds good but your story isn't on point, it will be bad at the end. I usually base my story around one idea that will be the main event or theme in my video, and try to visualize what leads to that particular point and also what is the result or consequences after that. Now that the script is done, I need to visualize my film even more by doing some rough sketches of each shot in a certain order, like a comic book. This is called the storyboard. It doesn't have to look good, but good enough for you to understand what is happening. What is the main action of the shot, the key camera angle, as well as the composition of the frame. The next step, I don't always do it. This is the animatic. Basically, you take the images of your storyboard and you put them into an editing program. What you can do as well is add some temporary sound effects and a temporary music as well. It will be very interesting to help you time your shots and also to have a first preview of your film. This is basically the first version of your film. And it will be easier to make any change at that moment than if you are in production, where any change can really delay the final video a lot. The modeling steps consist in creating in 3D all the models that will be necessary for the film, such as the characters, object, and the set. But a character model by itself can't be animated. We need to create a digital skeleton and joint system, like a real human body, to bring our character models to life. Then we have to attach the skeleton and create controls that will be used to animate our character. When the rig is created, and depending on the style of the video, I will have to create different shaders. On my channel, I like to go with realistic visuals and also cel shading. Both require specific shaders. A shader is some math mixed with your texture to create the desired look and effect that you want. To give you an example, the surface of the skin of a character won't look the same depending if it's realistic or cel shading. Next step became one of my two favorites, lighting. By using virtual light in my environment, I will create different mood and atmosphere such as day, night and any other ambiances. If there is no light, you won't see anything. Also, depending on time of day, the action and the composition, I will use the light to make sure your eyes focus on the right spot in the frame. Character animations is probably one of the most important parts of the entire process. This is where I will use the control that I created earlier and move them using specific methods. My goal is to be as detailed and natural in the character movement as possible. This is where I will make the characters walk, run, jump, and any facial movements including the eyes, the mouth, the eyebrows to add life to the character. My final step of production is the visual effects. I have a lot of fun creating all sorts of effects like smoke, fire, dust, magic trails or even magic attacks. There are so many things that you can do that will help to push the visual of a scene. Here again, I make my VFX mostly with shaders and particle system. But the cool thing starts when you add sound to your VFX and your film. Everything becomes alive. Next step, sound design. This is my second favorite part in the whole process with lighting. Everything that you see moving on screen needs a sound. I have to carefully choose every sound or modify them to give life to everything: characters, movement, effects, camera transition, etc. This part is what makes your film become alive. And if I do my job right, then I should be able to watch the full video only with sound design. For the editing, this is where I will make sure that all the shots transition well between each other and help to tell the story correctly. Because you don't cut a shot randomly, there must be a reason, a meaning behind the cut, so you have to think about that. The more I practice, the more I love it. I hope with this video you will have a better understanding of what I do for each video on the channel. Of course, there are more steps, but I think it's already a lot of information and I try to stay as simple as possible. If you are interested in supporting the future of the channel and everything I do, I have a Patreon where you can support all this work that you saw today. We are 63k on the channel, but only 38 people are supporting the channel, which represents 0.06%. If only 1% of you guys would like to support the channel with $1 or $2 a month, it will allow me to make 4K videos, work with the new Unreal Engine 5, use amazing features such as ray tracing, DLSS, Lumen, and Nanite. These are incredible things that would change the quality of my videos, only with $1 or $2 a month. The link to my Patreon will be in the description below. And now, if you guys are curious how does it look like when I animate a character, here is something for you. Enjoy.